Welcome. Here it is, Wednesday night. Stray Cast Outdoor Cartoon Television, the glorified version of a bass fishing talk show. And here we go. The quarantine edition, Stray Cast Unplugged, so to speak. Live to you tonight, to the bass fishing galaxy. Boom. We have for you, and I'm not sure exactly. It's got to be the fifth time. I think it's our fifth season, so it's got to be the fifth time. We bring to you guys tonight the one and only Mark Zona. Yes, Mark Zona coming to you tonight live, Bass Galaxy. That's the deal. That's the deal. And assorted mystery guests. Assorted mystery guests. It's still weird. I'm getting acclimated to being the only one in the studio. But I actually have cardboard cutouts of every single one of the guys in the crew. And I'll tell you what, the first guy I got lined up tonight to bring aboard is our very own collegiate angler, our very own intern, the one and only. Give it up for Danny Mohan. Hey now, Dan.
Hey, can you hear me?
What's up, D?
How's it going, man?
It's going good. It's good. Now it's starting to get, it gets warmer. Once we get more people into the Zoom, it gets warmer. There it is.
Hit the crescendo.
Yes, exactly. It's unplugged, Stray Cast Unplugged from the Safe House, Quarantine Edition. What's going on, Danny? How's fishing? It's been horrible for me this week.
Nothing. I actually, I think I broke my bass streak today. I didn't get to go fishing. I was on like a 25-day hot streak.
Even in the pond? You didn't even get to go to the pond?
No. I was running errands and stuff. But yeah, today the streak broke. But until then, I've been fishing consistently. So it snowed. It freaking snowed in Chicago.
Unbelievable.
For everyone around the country, we had snowfall this morning, which is absurd.
Crazy.
Is what it is. So
hey, in the world of Stray Cast, besides having Mark Zone on again and mystery guests, we have, of course, for the Bass Galaxy, a giveaway tonight. And what are we giving away? What's the deal?
We are giving away $50 of TH Marine goodies.
Nice.
To win the $50 worth of TH Marine goodies, all you have to do is go to our Facebook, like and share the live feed, and you automatically get entered into our grand giveaway. At the end of the show, JP High will use his calculator, pick giveaway thingy, and he will pick a random winner to win the $50 of TH Marine goodies.
There it is, $50 redemption.
Enter. Just like and share the live feed.
Boom.
Easy as that. Don't be a dumb.
It is that easy. That's all you got to do. Like and share the feed. Take it off of private so JP can see it in the randomizer. Boom, you're entered to win a redemption code for thmarinesupplies.com. Well, there it is, Dan. Hey, real quick, what's up with the half a spot?
Half a spot. It's the social media. It's the networking for fishermen and hunters. Download Half a Spot. Highly recommend it. It's a great app.
So that's on the Play Store, or what do you call it?
It is on the iTunes App Store and Android App Store. So go to the App Store. And we had some questions on the comment section on Facebook. It's spelled H-A-F-A, H-A-F-A spot.
Half-a, yo.
Half, H-A-L. Yeah,
it's the whole spot. It's like have a spot, but half a spot.
Yeah, it's half a spot.
Yeah,
it's one word. H-A-F-A-S-P-O-T.
Half a spot. Zoltan. That's what it is. Hey, there's always exciting stuff, even in quarantine time, going on with our chubby buddy Carl. What's Carl doing? Yeah. Is he getting in shape? Is Carl getting in shape?
Carl's spring training. Are you kidding? It's still springtime, dude.
Good. He better be. I had a talk with him.
Yeah,
about that
honestly,
belly
big things going on in Carl's. I'm not sure if anyone else is aware of this. They're giving a 1-month free trial for Carl's Club. Free Carl's Club for everyone. That means you get 30% off store-wide.
What?
And actually, dude, I was looking on there earlier. Exo Swims, they're normally $5 for a pack.
You guys love those.
It's my favorite swim bait. Wildspawn Exo Swim.
You guys
normally
love
$5 a pack. If you're a Carl's Club member, it's 50% off. It's $2.50 now.
Nice.
You get half off.
I can testify that those are amazing spinnerbait trailers. That's what I can tell you right now.
Pat loves those things.
I do,
It's,
for the
they're a
spinnerbait.
quality product. So
There it is.
check out Carl's Club. You get 1 month free. Normally it's $49 a year. Try it out for a month, but it's 30% off store wide. I mean, they're giving away baits. You might as well sign up for Carl's Club. All you got to do, go to Carl's.
Way better than 10%, bro. That's
Yeah,
almost
Carl's
pro.
Bingo. Carl'sBaitandTackle.com. Sign up to be a Carl's member. It's easy as that. You just enter in your information and you get 30% off. It's a no-brainer. Don't be stupid. Sign up for Carl's.
Danny, thank you so much, and we'll see you at the end of the show after Z with some more fun stew and giggles dumplings.
TH Marine giveaway. Like and share. Do it. Do it.
There it is. Speaking of liking and sharing, this guy loves to like and share, and he's the drummer of the band. Let's bring Ryan Pop Cornelius Von Sidicus Numbers, Leviticus Deuteronomy, Whitaker to the stage. Ryan Whitaker, is he in the house?
What's up, guys? I am in the house. Well, no, I'm not in the house. I'm in the garage.
I heard your throat clearing throughout the intro of the show as
No.
well. Oh yeah, you were doing clinking and clanking. You and Danny during the whole damn beginning of the show, and Ryan's going fla fla flow high.
Sometimes you got to clear that
Flea
throat,
fla
you know?
flunky. Flu flow fla fla. Flea flow flip fla.
You know, I've got the throat game. Solid
Strong throat game.
Yeah.
Hey
What's
now.
going on? Exo Swim. Sorry, I was stuck on Exo Swim.
No, that's all right, dude. What's going on tonight with the Tin Cup Mountain Whiskey catchphrase word drinking game deal of the week? What's happening?
Yeah. So what we've been doing is we've been doing this drinking game.
Uh-oh.
Can't emphasize
He
enough.
already
It's
started the game.
But, yeah, it's kind of like the Pee-wee's Playhouse, magic
Okay.
word.
I like it. The
if you
magic
will.
word. Yeah, I'm with you.
Except for screaming, we drink booze. It's a lot
Wow.
better.
Well, it could be anything, too.
It can be anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm on the rye. I'm on the Tin Cup rye here. I've sampled it
'Cause your
a
name's
little bit.
Rye.
It's really good. Yeah. Got that on the rocks. But the the original, the aged, whatever. But any adult beverage or juvenile beverage. I mean, any beverage you want, but I'm recommending the whiskey. The whiskey.
So what do we do? How we play?
What
What's
we're
the
doing-
what's the
what
what's
we're
the
doing
caboose?
is I came up with 2 words that I think are going to be said a lot tonight with our guy Zona coming on. He's got a couple phrases he likes to say a lot, one of which I ain't gonna lie is a pretty good one. And so we're gonna go with the word lie and the word bud, which he also says pretty often. So hopefully he will help us out a little bit.
Okay.
Throw those in there if
Bud
he's listening
and
right now.
lie.
Bud and lie.
Bud and lie. So if they hear
So
that,
anytime that is said, take a drink.
okay, and you're going to keep tab and let everybody know
Yes.
at the end of the show.
Yeah. I'm gonna be on the. I'll be on the chat board too. And we're gonna keep track of that. And if you do complete the game properly, there is a prize.
Whoa.
Did you know that?
Tell me.
You will receive total intoxication.
Wow. For nothing?
Yeah.
All
Yeah, for
that in a
nothing.
bag of chips.
But in all seriousness, we know nobody's driving really right now, and you're all at home. But drink responsibly.
100%.
Don't be a
Yeah.
dummy.
Yeah.
You
No,
might
but
have to
don't
climb
go
up some
anywhere.
stairs.
Don't. Yeah, and be careful on the stairs and all the other stuff. And don't climb
Absolutely.
on top of the refrigerator. Whatever you do,
Yes.
stay off of the top of the fridge. That's a dangerous spot.
Yeah, you can go inside and around. Just don't go on top.
Don't go on top of the fridge. All right. Anything else, Ryan? Oh, hey, Ryan, you know what? This is a special show.
that?
Mark Zona is on tonight. Okay. And a special and assorted guest. It's a big show. Why don't
Assorted guests. is
Assorted
I'm
guests.
excited about.
yeah, I don't even know if I told you. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. But anyway,
I got a sneak preview at one of them.
hey, so let's give away some tight ropes. How about, I mean, nothing crazy, but a little tightrope starter pack. My lucky number is 4.
You talking about these?
I'm talking about those right there. My lucky number is 4. Okay. Let's give
Okay.
away. It's just an additional deal. Like and share, and we'll with the same thing for TH, and we'll do that and give away 4 tight ropes as a starter pack.
Why don't we just do 2 winners? We'll do a first and second place. Second
Wow,
place, good tightrope.
somebody's feeling generoso.
Yeah.
All right, there it is. Ryan Popcorn Whitaker, JP High, their little baby, the baby popcorn firework tightrope jig.
That's exactly right.
Giving it away. Hey, speaking of giving it away, we're going to give everything away to you tonight, Bass Galaxy. Let's have some fun. We need fun. Fun is what we need. Remember, I told you. Put the power poles down. Don't go anywhere. We're coming back with fun. The all-new XF series by Crestliner. Simplistic perfection with performance features built on a platform for success. The amazingly affordable XF series by Crestliner. A brand new way to reel in bass. For more information and to find your local dealer, visit Crestliner.com today. The Crestliner Real Deal Sales Event. The best time to buy is now at Crestliner.com. Save up to $3,000 today.
Hey, it's Carl, and I've got some big plans this fishing season. I'm hoping to get in the best shape of my life to have some of the best fishing of my life. And I want you to join me for Carl's spring training. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it.
The TH Marine Hydrowave H2 KVD Edition is a surefire way to ignite a feeding frenzy. The Hydrowave utilizes a sound-emitting technology that imitates bait fish and other feeding fish below the surface that preys on the competitive nature of bass and other game fish to get you more bites. The Hydrowave is another way that TH Marine has you covered from transom to trolling motor.
Minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Booster ignition and liftoff.
As a professional angler, I rely on my equipment to be successful on the water, and my eyewear is no exception. Oh, yep, good one. 6 pounder, 7 pounder. From daylight till dark, every single day of my life, in the truck, on the water. My Amphibia eye gear provide 100% polarized protection. They're ANSI safety rated for impact, and best of all, they float.
Yeah, got it. Now what do I do to hear Pat?
Can he hear you?
Pat, can you hear me?
I can.
Oh, he's freezing up bad.
Can he hear you?
I can see him.
How do I sound?
Oh, I got him now. Oh no, it's cutting in and out bad.
Welcome back.
You wouldn't like that.
Welcome back to
Yeah.
Stray Cast, the glorified version of a bass fishing talk show. I think we may have, from the Fortress of Solitude, somewhere in Michigan.
Oh, let me try it without.
I know I can hear Karen. Trying
Oh
to,
yeah, we're trying to get there.
I can hear Mark, and then I hear Karen in the background. So we
Okay.
know we
We
have.
can hear you really good. If I can't see you, Pat, if I hear you, that's all that matters.
Yeah, and I can't see you. I just see it says Mark's eye. There you are.
I got him.
I see you.
Woo!
You motorboating son of a gun, you.
No, actually, I'm not, Pat. I am not a motorboating son of a gun. I used to be.
But you are
Back in my racing days.
you we'll get into that later. You are the big ragu. You are the Malachi Cruncher. There's no doubt about that.
Well, I'll be honest with you, Pat. It's been a little bit of a trying year / month / week for everybody and every one of your listeners. Fair.
There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it, man. Hey,
I've been living vicariously through all your guys' shenanigans on the seawalls in I would say northeastern Illinois. Is that correct?
that is correct. Yeah, you see some of that, huh?
I might turn the table and just interview you about the fishing industry right now.
I'm here for you, buddy. I'm here for you, Z.
I hear you.
Hey, I wanna tell you something. Let's go back. Let's go back in time, like Huey Lewis says. Got to get back
Let's do
in
that.
time. So, remember when records were cool?
Gonna go back in time.
Exactly. You remember when records were cool, and we used to buy records at places like the Record Swap in Homewood.
Oh my God!
Or
write down from Tom's Family Restaurant, in which I was voted best dishwasher 1987. True story.
amazing story. And then there was the trick shop, the magic shop, Mark. Z, sorry. That's right down the deal.
The magic shop and the skate shop.
Yes, absolutely. That also sold BMX stuff.
Yes.
Yeah,
correct.
dude.
Yes, I do remember.
And then there was on the other side, a little further east in Hegwish, there was the famous Hegwish Records, if you remember the legendary Hegwish Records.
1,000,000%. I remember all of this.
Okay, so for me as a kid, I would get my money from my job in high school, whatever it was at the time, or however I made a few bucks, Mr. Zona, and I would go to Hegwish Records or the Record Swap, and I'd buy an album. And then I'd go back to my room and I'd put the headphones on and I'd listen to that album and I'd read the liner notes of that album. Do you remember doing stuff like that, Z?
1,000,000%.
Okay.
I could name the records to which I did that to. Def Leppard, Pyromania.
Of course. Now, here's one that's special to me. He's a prophet in Indiana, and he goes by the name of John Mellencamp. And there was an album of his called Uh-huh.
Don't make me cry at the top of this interview. Save it for the end. You're walking down a slippery slope with me. I'm fragile.
Okay, well, you know the album, and it's got little pink houses, and it's got all that good stuff. But there's a song on there that's called Serious Business, Sex and Violence and Rock and Roll. You know the deal?
I actually do.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Now, that is a very Rolling Stonesy sounding song. Think about it.
Yes.
Very Keith Richards guitar. All right?
Yes.
And now back to the liner notes. In the liner notes of that album sleeve, it said, John Mellencamp said in there, special thanks to the Rolling Stones for never taking the living room out of their music. Are you feeling me?
I am.
Okay.
I am.
Now later, I never really knew what that meant, but then I read Mellencamp talk about it later in life in an interview. And he said that was their passion that conveyed to him. Mark Zona, I've said to you many times in text, in person, thanks for leaving some living room, dude. Your passion is my influence and my inspiration. You inspired me along with a gazillion fishermen to be yourself, to thine own self be true.
Yeah.
Do you realize that shit, dude? Do you realize that?
Oh man, gosh. No. You know what's weird is you and I both grew up in a place that we were made fun of for fishing.
Sure.
Fair?
Yeah.
Fair?
Didn't talk about it.
And that crushed me growing up. all the way to that stupid little video that you posted of me in high school.
Which was amazing, and you're freaking awesome. Thank you.
Yes, boy, I would have loved to know what went on that weekend. If you know what I mean, boy. Oh, that's too fast out of the gate. That's too fast out of the gate.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
In all honesty, you know, I grew up where we both grew up. That's a rough area.
It's an armpit, bro. It's a freaking
that
armpit.
Will kick the shit out of you daily. And growing up, my release was bass fishing. That to me, it was not only the coolest thing, but I've done interviews. I mean, I talked to Jay Kumar about this, but that saved, and I don't want to speak for you, but I'm going to speak for you. Bass fishing saved my life. And I'll be one of my boys said, and I'm jumping all over right now,
dude,
but one of the boys said to me a 4 years ago, what do people do that don't fish?
Exactly.
I'm dead serious. I'll never forget him asking me that question. We were in the truck driving back from, I don't know, St. Clair or Traverse City or some shit. And he said that. He said, what do people do that don't fish? I said, I don't know. I guess they're lost. That is exactly how I answered. But thank you. What I always said was whether it's you know, Bassmaster or Zona Show or any of the goofy crap that we do, that you do, that all of us do, promoting fishing. If it gets a kid, a man, a lady interested in bass fishing, that's what our job is. Okay.
Dude, absolutely.
Take all the circus and the BS that goes on. At the end of the day, it's to get people on the water that you otherwise maybe would not have. I told my kids growing up, Pat, your main job once a year, you can ask them this, is to introduce fishing to somebody that would otherwise not do it.
Awesome.
It's all I want you to do.
It's awesome.
And I have watched them do that since they were 12 years old. To this day.
That's killer.
To this day. I don't know. Some people could say, oh, that's BS, that's sappy. Whatever, man.
It's real stuff. It's real life, bro. That's what we know.
Real life shit.
That's what we do.
Yes.
That's exactly what we do. And that inspiration is being passed down to your kids from you, just as you inspired a zillion fishermen and me. Not only this, Mark, here it is. 10 years ago, I started a radio show, the old Bass Buzz radio show. Okay.
Yes.
And you were with me since day one on it. I mean,
yes.
You helped me out a great deal. So you don't realize that you inspired me to be me in a world of bass fishing at that time that was maybe a little more different.
Yeah.
Guys like me, guys like you, at the time were different. All right. But to thine own self be true. That's what you taught me, Z, and that's the inspiration that I've taken all the way. Not that this whatever this is now, but it's become a little piece of the pie, and you're a part of it. Want you to know.
You have turned into the Perseus of fishing podcast shows.
Wow.
And I don't just throw that around lightly, my friend.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
All right. Good night. Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Zona. Thank you for coming aboard, Mark. Take care.
I appreciate it, Pat, as always, and I will see you next April.
Our yearly visit, man. Dude, I want to give you a quarantine hug, but let's just move on. Let's move on. Hey, I want to do things a little different, and
yes, sir.
I want to interview 4 different Mark Zonas. Okay?
Yeah.
And I want to. So this is about fishing and life. All right. Now
I'm like Sybil, and there's actually 8 of me.
Okay. Well, I only need to tap 4 of that brain tonight.
Yes.
4 of the 8. Mr. Sybil. Sally Fields. I love this song.
That's
That's a freaking
great.
amazing reference. Anyway, so all right. You already got
I
it.
need more hyena laughs from you tonight.
All right, let's go. So fishing is life. Fishing and life are the same things. But in order for this to be effective, Mr. Zona, I need you to differentiate fishing and life. Okay?
Got it. Got it.
Now, in life, we have different aspects, just as in fishing. There's trouble in life. There's good times in life. There's television shows in life. There's family time in life. There's sex in life. There's marriage, kids in life, movies, awesome movies in life, food in life, triumph in life. In fishing, there's all of the same, yet we add different places, different rod and reel combinations. Following me? Different
Yes.
fishing partners, different favorite lures, different heroes. Okay? Specific trips. Now, the first Mark Zona. Now, do you have all those in mind? I know I kind of went fast.
I do.
Okay.
I do.
And I drink as much Red Bull as you do. So I actually don't. I'm down to 1 Red Bull a week, and it's on show night. So,
I'm not. I don't do. I'm a ball of energy. Being a ball of energy right now in the state of Michigan is a problem. in this
Zing, bang,
living
boom,
room.
bam,
Ain't
choo.
that right, Karen?
Ricochet rabbit, are you? There. Hey, all right. So the first Mark Zona I would like to interview is 10-year-old Mark Zona. Okay? Bring yourself back, dude. Back in time. Just like Huey Lewis. All right? 10-year-old Mark Zona. And talk to me about what is going on in your life. Not in fishing, but what's going on in 10-year-old Mark Zona's brain and 10-year-old Mark Zona's life?
My mom and dad and we would come on the weekends to this lake. My dad still lives right where I'm pointing.
Okay.
Right where I'm pointing.
Hey, Al.
Which it's illegal for me to go to his house in the morning, but I do actually walk over there every single morning, 3.4 miles, 6,271 steps.
Look at you go. Look at you go.
But
Walking tall.
But my life,
Do for teeth
my life
pusser.
when I was 10 was so we lived on the south side of Chicago and just outside of Chicago Heights. And I remember my Monday, you go to school and you do all your, and you think that one girl's pretty, but you won't talk to her because she terrifies you. I married her. It's Karen.
Isn't it ironic?
But my week, that's weird. I've not been asked that question by anybody ever.
What was the question again?
My week would build Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And on Friday, we would get on 294 and go over the quarry by Torrance. I remember.
Oh, yeah, bud.
I remember by Thursday of those weekends, we would generally come up every other weekend to that house across the lake. And I remember my life revolved around, which everybody still does, getting to Friday so I could just go fishing alone on Saturdays and Sundays.
How was your solitude?
That is no joke. And look, and here's the thing, and when you're 10, you don't have a lot of, shiny butterflies is what I call them. You don't have a lot of distractions except exactly what you wanted to do.
Yes.
I wanted my dog Duke to always be near me, and I wanted to go fishing. Sadly, I was not very good in school, so that was not always the priority for me.
I relate.
But that was me at 10. Me at 10 was my little rod and reel, and it was. I will tell you that the other thing was the Chicago Bears and the Chicago White Sox.
Okay, of course.
Yeah,
Okay.
Ron Kittle, man.
Yeah, buddy.
Remember Ron Kittle.
Yes.
Yes.
Way back
that was
in
a
the day.
big deal for me. Those were the Harry
Carey days of the White Sox.
Yes. And what's funny is if I really, this is so pathetic. That's pretty much all my life is now. Yeah,
so 10-year-old.
It really hasn't changed. It hasn't gone like this. It's the same shit.
Dude, I'm the same way. And like I was thinking about it when I was running the other day, and I'm like, you know what? Like 15-year-old, 18-year-old me would not expect me to still be even alive, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
But I'm still doing the same thing I did when I was 10. Like
Pat, I met you 17 years ago. 17 years ago. I met you 17 years ago, and you are the same human being I met 17 years ago. And you actually look slightly younger now than you did then. What was going on then?
Dude, it's healthy living. I changed my life around a bit, I'll be honest with you.
I love it. So that's the 10-year-old. And you know what's funny is I know a lot of your viewers, we are all I've learned this, and I've thought about this a hell of a lot the last month, 2 months. We're all the same. We're all the same in this. Hunters, fishermen. We are passionate to insanity.
Absolutely.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Oh gosh, it's constantly there. It's always there.
I went to my barn and changed treble hooks on baits, and went back this morning and changed the same exact baits treble hooks.
That's the best. Have you ever infatuated? Like, we're getting off topic again, but like, say that you re-spooled a bunch of rods and reels, okay, and then you tied something on, but then in your brain you're like, wait, was that 15 or 17 on there? Because that knot looks a little bigger. No, the knot looks a little bigger. Wait, go ahead.
If you ever look, number one, let me answer that. Yes, but if you ever watch or get a screenshot or whatever, whether it's Zona show or we're doing videos and shit, is I'm so psychotic about it. I take magic marker on the butt of every rod and I put the pound line and I put the date, because I don't want it dating too much in my head.
Aha. Okay. Yes. Okay.
And the list of the line size goes up as I change it, as I run out of room.
It's like a growth chart when you were a little,
That's
when you were 10.
What it is.
When you were 10.
Yes.
Now let's move to Mark Zona, 17 years old. I think when you were like 18, you split. Like when you graduated, you got the F out.
That day.
So let's go 17-year-old Mark Zona, like the Mark Zona in the video that you showed us yesterday. That I actually broke into your house. I'm sorry about that. I promise you I had a hazmat suit on. I promise you everything is cool. I didn't touch anything except the video VHS, and then I burned it. And, all right.
So 1990, that would have been 1990. That was a really, really, really rough time on the south side of Chicago. Not that there's been any bright times.
Oh, it's all peaches and cream now, Z.
Right. It's, that was a really, really bad time. That was a bad time where very scary drugs were being introduced to neighborhoods. To the other side is when
Ford Heights.
Say it again.
Ford Heights.
The other thing is Homewood Flossmoor High School, that video, that was the first year. We were the first high school in the country to have metal detectors as you walked in the building.
Yep.
That's scary. And this is no joke. This is straight up honesty. Is the majority of the dudes I hung with, Andy, actually, when we were getting ready to do this tonight, he knows a bunch of those guys. The majority of my friends were older than me. Okay, so they're graduating, they're leaving, and I didn't have many friends. Look, again, past to now, I didn't have many friends.
Got it.
And that was so when I was 17, I had a pickup truck And that is when every single weekend I would leave. I would just leave, because going to parties, you were exposed to shit that you see on Dateline and you see on 2020 at the time.
I was there at the same time you were. Remember that?
So you know
I went to
exactly what I'm
Marian
saying.
Catholic, and no disrespect, a lot of our families historically had more money than your families. Now,
Yes,
no,
that's very true.
and not that I know that as a fact about you.
Yeah.
I'm just saying as far as demographics, you know.
Yes, and it was so to leave on the weekends when, and dude, you know this, some of those parties when we were 17 and 18, I have 300 kids, man.
Crazy, dude.
Right?
Crazy, destroying people's houses.
Destroying them. And
giving zero Fs.
Yes. So
not that I did.
So that is when I started what I say, and my dad would agree with this. My mom passed, but she would totally agree with it. I said, I'm just leaving. I'm leaving. So I would come up to here across the lake. My buddies and I would play cards at night. My 3 buddies I hung with, and I would fish every single day. Did not matter if it was ice fishing, spring fishing, summer fishing, fall fishing. I was fishing. And that's actually when I picked up hunting.
Okay.
And lo and behold, same timing, store opens up in Kalamazoo called DNR Sports Center. There's some dude named Kevin that does good in some tournaments.
Uncle Kevy.
And I'll be honest with you, every single weekend, I would come up here and I would go up to that store and just buy stuff. And you know, but the other thing is and you knew this totally. There was such a lack of info. Really, the only info we had was In Fisherman, Fishing Facts, and Bassmaster.
And Bassin.
Right. I hate to say it, I wasn't a fan of Bassin.
I wasn't either, but I bought it
Bassin had a
anyway.
lot of pictures.
I bought it anyway because we had to.
Yes.
There wasn't enough.
Totally.
There wasn't anything
Absolutely.
else. Is Ranger Rick. I didn't want to read any more of that raccoon shit anymore.
Right. So getting information was, I hate to say it, it was outdated a lot of times by the time you got it. So the majority of what happened then, Ronnie Moore would not understand this.
No.
You couldn't get on the internet and look at lures and techniques.
Ronnie wouldn't know what to do.
You just went and bought shit and tried it.
Yeah, exactly. Like we were talking about. Went into Sport Mart, ravaged the aisle, got a few things, and if it worked, great. If not, you just wasted your money.
Yes. So, but I also started to learn when I was 17. Boy, I do not fit in Chicago. I don't belong here, and I need to leave. And then fast forward to 91, graduation night, I left. I left that night.
Got out.
Gone.
Had enough.
And I think I've been back to Chicago for half a dozen Bears games. Yeah. There you go.
Well, that explains it. And I found myself back here after living away for many years, but for necessity. But the fact of the matter is, I want to go back and touch on one more thing before we move on.
But wait, let me say one thing.
Go ahead.
You know, I will say one thing though. I painted a dreary picture there. It also, growing up there, made me what I am now, whatever the hell I am now. But you grow up. Thank you. You grow up there. You wake up and you go to school and come home, and you're generally in a fight on the way to school, on the way home from school, halfway through school. That's just how you grew up.
I'll tell you, and I get you. I know where you were, and it wasn't like that for me. Now, I got in those fights on the weekends. That's what happened to me. Not during the week. I was going to the private school.
Trust me, I could paint the whole picture of how that shit went down.
Now, I'm not squeaky clean, man. I had my share of troubles, okay, at that age. But the bottom line and the common denominator and what you touched on as well is fishing saved my ass, because there was many times at those parties where it would be too much. And I would just go fishing. I'd get out 11 o'clock at night. And my friends would still be partying on, but I'd have that old Bantam Mag 1000 in the back of the car or on the back of my bike. And I'd go to the pond and catch fish and become one with the bass. You know what I mean?
I do. I know exactly what you
That's the saving grace, dude. I like hearing that stuff from you. Hey, let's jump to 30-year-old Mark Zona. Like, what's 30-year-old Mark Zona doing? Like, what's going on at that point in your life?
30 was the year before I started television. And I think that was the year myself and Brent Ayler both won for our divisions, which are, I think they're called Costas, or I don't know, they've had 40 different names with sponsors.
Yes.
But I won Angler of the Year, and it's weird. I met Brent Ayler, and he won Angler of the Year for the West, and I remember distinctly. You know, it was kind of one of those things of, all right, now, so are we gonna jump in and just do this full time? The problem was at the time, my children were very, very, very premature at the time, and it was hard to leave for extended periods of time. So all I did, I sold boats in northern Indiana and fish tournaments. I mean, that's and the other side of it, man, to me, and to this day, shit, dude, I was in heaven. I was in heaven. Dude, I'm slinging 520s out the door and sacking up smallmouth,
getting people financed.
It's great. and that's all I wanted. I remember this is pre-30. I'm jumping back a little bit. I remember when I moved up here, I thought, man, if I could fish enough tournaments and maybe get a sales job in the fishing industry to support myself, I made it. And then I meet the Scorpion Woman, and I'm like, all right, shit, that throws a wrinkle in the game plan. Man, if I could make enough money just to take care of, and I remember telling her this, I was like, now look, I don't want to have kids because this whole fishing industry thing, So then, you have kids, and it's weird because when I look back on when I was 30. I was happy as could be. I was as happy as could be because to me at that time, whether I moved on and went to another industry, I could say, man, I fishing tournaments and slinging bass boats, it's how I made a living, and that was all I wanted to do when I left Chicago. It's all I wanted to do when I left Chicago. So
happy as you could be.
Happy as I could be.
Happy as you could be.
Yeah. And you know what's funny about that, Pat, is there was something always in me that I never wanted to. I never, ever, ever wanted to fish full time on a tournament trail. It was just, there was something in there that I did not want. One of the reasons why is I was, I talked to guys all over the country about this. I was a big time cherry picker. I went to St. Lawrence River. I went to Lake Erie. I went to Klinger Lake every.
Look at you. Look how you did that.
And what's funny is, I don't know, my boys are the same way.
Hey, why not? Happy as can be. Happy as can be. Happy as can be. How old are you now, Mark? How old are you?
47.
47.
I had to check that stat, Pat.
Did Ronnie Moore send that to you? Did he send?
More than likely, but he probably had to cross-check it with history with Ken Duke somewhere in this thing.
We probe Ronnie more often. I don't know. Yeah.
I'll tell you what's funny. Then I'm jumping all over. But
No, it's fine.
I'll tell you what's been funny about Ronnie is I see like where he's at and what he does with us and does a kick-ass job on it. It's weird, but I see certain things of like when I started with JM Associates and Bassmaster and Tommy Sanders and Mike McInnes and the whole group. I see that passion that you have, that I have, that your viewers have, that, gosh, man, every single one of your viewers, every single one of your guests.
Ronnie Moore is a Bassin Angel. I don't care what else you say. He's a Bassin Angel. His dad's a Bassin Angel. His mom's a Bassin Angel. The whole family. Sarah's a Bassin Angel. All of them.
Yes, and not only that, like Ronnie's like that on camera, off camera, and I'm like, damn, that's it.
That's a real thing.
You're a Bassin Angel to a problematic state.
Almost as you describe me as awkwardly comfortable around people.
Yes.
Like how you had told me before that sometimes you feel, maybe for lack of a better way to put it, socially awkward.
Yes.
I am uncomfortably comfortable.
And I noticed that you enjoyed that part, right?
Because I don't care. That's
I never would have guessed that. I never would have guessed.
Mark Zona, happy as can be. 47-year-old Mark Zona. Are you happy as can be right now?
No.
Why?
No. It's been a bad year, man. It's been a bad year. And I'm a happy person. It's just been a bad year. I feel horrible for what the country's gone through, what the country's going through. It's depressing for everybody in so many ways, from the health situation to people losing jobs and people I don't sleep much. I don't sleep much. The Aaron Martin's last week.
Exactly. Dude, and I texted with Aaron today.
Aaron Martin's. That hit close to home.
Dude.
I lost my mom and my brother in consecutive days back in February.
So sorry.
We lost mom on a Tuesday and my brother on a Wednesday.
So sorry.
And then when I don't know, when I hit my truck last week, it's weird. When I hit my truck, and I knew about Aaron Martin's situation, I got in my truck at St. Clair, and I'm not a crier, and I cried the entire way home. I don't know.
Because you needed to.
I guess, yeah.
I mean, yeah right. Because you don't know, but you apparently you needed to.
But on the other side of it, I say, look, the other side of it is I have a wonderful family. I have, the two best kids and the best wife you could ever have. That part of life is phenomenal. That part of life is great. It's great. Couldn't be better. Work. I love work. I'm like everybody right now at home. You want to get going, man. You want to get this shit going.
Saddle up the Palomino,
What's that?
I said saddle up the Palomino. I'm ready. Everyone's ready.
Everybody's ready. And it's, I had it dead serious. I miss work. I miss my friends. But that's selfish shit. Okay. That's selfish shit. Why I'm not, I pray a lot every night and every morning right now.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. We have to. We have to. And we had the Bassmaster Classic champion Hank Cherry on. not too long ago, and we talked a little bit about this and a little bit about what Paul Mueller had said to him, and basically in a nutshell, fear is for people without faith. Okay, is what let's say the assessment was, and that's easier said than done, especially when we are surrounded with shit, But
Yeah.
I do have faith. See, I do that through all this left hook, that bitch Rona that comes out of nowhere and smacks America in the face, man. The things you went through personally in 2020, I think that all of this will make us stronger. I think we'll come out.
I truly believe that. Yeah, I mean, look, man, I'm a big fan of goofy, dorky, Rocky movies. But what's funny is, I don't know, the last 60 days, I think I've watched like every single Rocky 4 different times.
Did you do the doo-wop deal? Take it back.
Absolutely. I did it with you.
Take it.
But here, I do. I have faith that we'll get through this sooner rather than later, and I hope people stay as smart and safe as I think we've learned to all be, and to have faith and to use common sense.
100%.
I'm hoping comes through that.
Yeah. Common sense.
Yeah.
Versus ignorance, versus intelligence, versus educated.
Yes.
Right now, there's some crazy things happening across the United States that is restricting outdoorsmen, restricting anglers, especially and specifically in the state of Michigan. That's no secret that's going on right now. I have to believe that the state of Michigan has the best intentions, right? I think they do, but they maybe don't understand or get it. Is a better...
Well, there's whether they understand, they get it, or don't care. That I don't know. But what I do know is, number one, the safety of our residents are number one. But also at the same time, this is when all of this hit. I remember speaking to pretty high up people in our industry, and I said, gosh dang, man, thank God we've got fishing.
Exactly. We all said that. We all said it.
Right. And we don't now. We don't, and I don't want to really walk down that road, but here's what I do know is, so we can't go on our boats. And okay, I get it. And I think it's good for all of us to be informed right now about the situation. But I also believe that there's a smart, a safe, and it could have been, I think it could have been regulated for all of us, like a lot of the rest of the country, to get out and get a little bit of sanity and get on the water. Smart and safe.
Thank you. And educated.
The scary thing that, the really scary thing, and this is scary, Pat, and this is what really scares me is I've been to a lot of conservation dinners of protect hunting and protect fishing, and it makes you feel good, and then you think to yourself, shit, man, that ain't gonna ever happen. But no, here's what I'll tell you. It has happened. And you certainly went after it happens when that is gone. And I'm not talking myself, man. I'm talking every one of my friends. I mean, my friends that ain't working, that want to go out and catch, perch and bluegill to feed themselves right now, because they don't make a lot of money, and they can't get on the water. But yet they can. You can go to the corner store and stand in line with 100 people buying weed and lottery tickets. And you can't go on a boat alone or with your kid. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. And again, that is not first and foremost right now. First and foremost is making sure that we're safe and healthy,
100%.
caring about this situation. But the second thing is we have got to live. There's, you know what, man? There's a line in Shawshank. You get busy living or you get busy dying.
Yeah.
And I've thought about that line. I've thought about that line a lot the last 3 weeks. And like it's funny, I've been sitting here and all of my buddies, here's what's so funny is I put that little video I put out last week.
You were heated, dude. I could tell you were getting a little red. I mean,
I am right now.
I know. I could see too, and I could tell, dude. As your buddy Kevin would say.
What was, I'll tell you, if there was one, and there's not been many bright spots in the country the last, month, 2 months. The one bright spot that I saw with my own eyes was families, entire families, husband, wives, kids. And Pat, you know me, I'm on the lake every day. I'm not in studio. Every day I'm not in studio, I'm on a lake. So I see different people here and there. But what I saw the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks was one of the best things I've ever seen. Take away just the fishing aspect of it. It gets more to a family aspect of it, of people I had never seen on the lakes enjoying time together out on the water. And I think that's paramount right now. Now, with that being said, I also think that we as anglers or we as hunters, we need to be smart. Don't call 6 of your buddies and be like, hey, let's go in my 20-foot boat right now.
Right.
Not smart.
Right.
Not safe.
Is that what brought this about?
I don't know. I don't know. It could be. It could be. But here again, that comes to being safe, smart, and informed. Here's what we don't right now. We don't live in that world anymore. We don't. I don't know that we will ever live in that world for the next 2 years. Okay. But what I do know is to me, it's paramount that we continue to live smart and safe. And in this house, we can isolate. I can walk out the door here and I can listen. I fished every single day up till the regulation came in that you couldn't use your boat. I fished every single day. I was never near anybody. At all. And where I was going, and I was at St. Clair too, people were very perceptive of and respectful of everybody's space, and everything was fine. That's what I saw with my eyes. That's not rumor bullshit. That's what I saw with my eyes. I hope we can get that back. I hope we can get that back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I think all of us do. All of us do, Z. And it's a very and
the other side of it is I don't know. I don't sit back. I don't sit back. I spoke a lot with Johnny Morris. I spoke a lot with a lot of heads of conservation. I spoke with Kevin right before we went live. And these are things that, as much as we care about health and society, we also have to care about what we are and what we do and what our rights are. And I will tell you, when they get taken away, boy, that leaves you with a very, very, very hollow, helpless feeling.
Because it goes back to just what your kids said. What do people that don't fish do? And
they play Yahtzee every night. Ain't that right, boys?
Hey, and just like that 10-year-old Mark Zona, the fishing was the release. Just like the 17-year-old Mark Zona, the 30-year-old Mark Zona, the 47-year-old Mark Zona, and all of us, that's the release. Anytime something that we love is taken away or jeopardized, no matter what it is, our defense mechanisms go up as humans.
Absolutely. And mine's up right now.
Me too. I mean, I can say that I've never been a hunter. I like to shoot guns. I like to go in the woods and just shoot trees.
I mean, here again, who don't?
Yeah.
That's right.
I like to shoot, but I mean, and I got nothing against it. Just never got into hunting. But now what I'm getting at is kind of like, I understand now that, the whole right to bear arms and the firearms thing, and maybe how that's relating to my passion, and it's, I don't know. And I want to go back and say one thing to clarify at the beginning when I told you that I think the state of Michigan has the best of intentions. And what I mean by that is that they want everyone to stay healthy, just like you do and just like I do and just like everyone listening.
Yeah.
But it goes back to the other thing, Z. It's the education, okay? So
Yes.
not only us as outdoorsmen, but our politicians need to be educated as well about what everyone does.
I agree. I mean, when it goes into golf,
And I hate politics. I hate it.
I do too. I can't stand it. I can't. My wife knows it. I can't stand it. But simple things of the guy that mows lawns for a living right now alone can't mow lawns for a living alone. Those kind of things to me, you're like, wait a minute. We're not living right now. We're not living. That's scary, dude. That's terrifying.
Yeah. Well, we have to keep on living to the best of our means.
We're gonna have a killer Yahtzee tournament later tonight.
It's going down.
Last night, no, this is no joke. Last night, Jacob said, if I roll a Yahtzee tonight, I am jumping off of the dock into the water. Now, mind you, the cold front.
Oh, yeah. Well, those kids don't care.
I would say the water's back around that 47-ish range.
Ooh. Could you imagine polar plunging? Hey.
I don't know if it was state regulated that he was able to actually do it, but he jumped off of the dock last night after rolling a Yahtzee.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Hey, I have
the video, but there's some incriminating language.
Oh, okay. Well, beep it. Send it to me. I'll take care of it for you. Hey, so here's the deal. One of your kids messaged us last night, and I don't remember if it was Hunter or Jacob, but they're like, first off, they're like, how did we not see that video of our dad ever? And second off, they said, hey, I'm coming out of quarantine with that same mullet. That's what.
One of them's pretty damn close as it is right now, Pat. Pat, we're gonna switch gears right now.
What do you got
on Stray Cast? We're gonna switch gears. Usually, your little reindeer games that you're playing with me or your guests, you'll sing clips from songs and let them finish.
Yeah,
correct.
Sure.
As you know, I am a Hidden Seal fan.
Yes, you are. You're a little kiss from a rose.
I love Seal. Baby. I had my guy. I don't know if you could see that. I had my guy at JM Associates.
Yeah.
Morph me with Seal. Okay.
Yeah. Well, can I stop you for a second? That kind of looks like Charles Barkley, Chris Zaldane, and you had an illegitimate child.
I needed you tonight. I am going to sing a line from one of his songs that you might have just been singing, and I want you to finish it.
Okay.
There is so much a man can tell you, so much he can say. You.
I'm going to the chorus. Baby. I don't know the next one, Z. You stumped me.
Remain My power, my pleasure, my pain. How about it, Karen?
Dude, that was amazing though. You're actually becoming a better singer.
Well, here's what I can tell you. She certainly is ready for me to be the hell out of this house. Isn't that right? I'm turning into Jack Nicholson from The Shining.
That's nuts. Hey, you know, it wouldn't be. Thank you for that, by the way. Sorry, I messed it up.
And Pat, I occasionally like to throw sticks in your spokes of your BMX bike.
I'm okay with it.
Take the show off track. I think it rattles you every now and then.
It does a little bit.
You're a beautiful human being.
You know what I got to say to that? I'm not gonna lie.
I haven't thrown many of those out tonight.
Hands down. Not gonna lie. Hey, let's go into reindeer games. I wanna bring in some mystery guests.
Woo!
On the Zoom machine. A couple of your acquaintances. They could be friends. They could be past lovers. Sorry, Karen. They could be enemies. They could be
I got some.
They could be governors. I don't know who these special mystery guests are. But I know the Ginger Ninja. He's been doing things like there's a signal since we're doing this from our own house, our different houses, Z.
Yes.
Like and Andy's not sitting across from me like normal. He has this cue where he wiggles the mouse arrow. So in other words, that means I'm supposed to telepathically know what he's thinking when the mouse arrow wiggles.
Got it.
So hopefully, and I hear him laughing.
Y'all are using code words.
We're using code words. So do we have any mystery guests lined up yet, Andrew? You can pipe in. Andy.
They're on their way.
They are on their way. I think
as we speak.
They Ubered or lifted in hazmat suits, so everything is safe. They did not stop anywhere on the way here. In fact, one of the guests is driving the other guest in the back of the boat. They're pulling him in the boat. It's a motorized boat, and it's safe. So it's kind of like a parade. But so it should be fun. See, they're very dear to your heart.
Got it. Got it.
As I might say.
100%.
Hey, you know what, man? When I look at you, sometimes you look a lot more like your pops.
They're very dear.
We got contact.
Got it.
Do we have clearance?
The American is here.
The American. Okay, I can't see him. Can you see him? Z?
I can't see anything.
I see you. I see you too, but I don't see the other guy, the mystery ones.
We got contact.
Got it.
Do we have clearance?
The American is here.
The American. Okay, I can't see him. Can you see him? Z?
I can't see anything.
I see you. I see you too, but I don't see the other guy, the mystery ones.
The American's got to turn on his video.
American, turn your video on.
This has all gone so wrong.
Yeah, wait till you see who the American is. Then you'll know.
See anything.
I see you. I see you too, but I don't see the other guy. And it's echoing, like the forests are echoing with laughter. American, turn your video on.
This has all gone so wrong.
Yeah,
Turn it. J.O., turn your stuff down.
I see you.
There's the American. Other guy. And it's echoing, like the forests are echoing with laughter. American, turn your video on.
I can see the American.
It's on.
I know who this is.
There's the American. And it's echoing, like the forests are echoing with laughter. American, turn your video on.
I can see the American all everywhere. It's over street. See, I know who this is.
There's the American. We're getting an awful feedback loop. Do we realize that?
James has to turn his volume down. That's what it is.
Okay, so if the American turns his volume down, he has his video on.
That's what it is. It's very loud.
Oh, what a man.
Look at that awesome shirt. American turns his volume. Video on.
How's that?
That's amazing. Look at that awesome shirt. All right. Are we there? Are you there, Z?
I am here.
And can you see the Mystery American?
I can't now. I saw the Mystery American. I hate to say it, fool. It ain't a real big secret. Now I know now there's another one. It's a Mystery Canadian. Mystery American. I can't now. It's all over the board. It's everywhere now.
It's crazy, Z. Now we're if the Mystery American can possibly get his special composition out, oh my God. Look at the Mystery Canadian. It's amazing.
Mercer just drilling a rum and coke.
Love it.
Just drilling a rum and coke.
Love it with his. So a Mystery American, James Overstreet, do you have your composition ready for us? Oh my God.
Mercer just drilling a rum and coke.
Love it.
Just drilling a rum and
Love it with his. So a Mystery American, James Overstreet, I don't know what is going on here. Do we have to bag this, Andy?
It was nice seeing them, Pat. I love those two.
I do too. I'm sorry,
For
James.
the record, Pat, I told you this would suck from the beginning. Did I know? I mean, I told you it sucked when you did it with Kumar. It's no good. Don't do mystery guests. Zona, I love you, but I hate you.
I love you.
I wrote a song for this crap.
Sing it, Overstreet. Sing it. Hit it, Overstreet.
It's all gone so wrong.
I love it.
What kind of shade tree operation is this?
All right, I guess we got to dump.
Oh, you know what kind of lost is he's supposed to guess who it was when I sang the damn song.
Oh, goodness. Hi, Dave. Hi, Dave.
This, Pat, just so you know, this crew's ultimate nightmare on Bassmaster Live is exactly what's happening right now.
It's great.
It's happening.
It's awesome. It's so good.
And there's only one person we would do it for, and it's Goldilocks right there.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You have grace to me. You have all grace to me.
Mercer, the best part of this is it's like Pat could get away with this shit.
Yeah, this
like
is
it
gold.
makes it better.
This is going to be a clip of the week. I'm going to make this into the most amazing clip of the week.
Goldie Balls can get away with it. Goldie Balls has got a whole different set of rules.
How do you know?
So great. So great.
It's half done. It'll be done by the time. Once this drink's done, I'm hanging up, just so you know.
No, I think we got to hang up on it. We're getting all this. I think we got to get rid of everybody.
Goldie Balls.
So you know, I love you too, and I miss you too. And I'll never forget this shit in my life.
This probably isn't helping us get our jobs back.
No, you got to kill it.
Bye-bye.
See you, Dave. See you, James. That's awesome.
Pat,
Yes.
can I tell you something?
Yeah, Z.
That made my week right there.
Thank you. It was my goal.
And here's the thing. Number one, it was the thought that counted of getting two of my best buds on right there. But that was fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, it was satisfying to me. I'll be honest with you. It was all good, dude. Hey, all right. So you played Guess the Lyric game with me. I know you got some things you have to take care of, but I gotta ask you a couple things, and then I'm gonna unleash you to the lions, so to speak. All right.
Yes.
All right. So I like the inside. Sorry about that. Sorry.
You know what? I don't. And this is for, I'm not going to lie. Okay. One of the other phrases I use around this house is you are such a treat.
Yeah.
Pat, you deserve that right now.
Sorry, man. I love you, dude. You are my living room. You are my living room. You're my spirit animal. All right. So I want to just go back to straight up maniacy. Let's just keep it there. Let's keep it there. What's the strangest behavior that you have ever witnessed in life from a professional angler and on the water from a professional angler? Like, what's the craziest thing? And you don't have to name names. Like, you can if you want. But, like, what's the strangest behavior? Like, something that threw you for a loop, like that person you didn't know was like that.
Outside of a tournament, we were taping a ZONA'S show. I'm not going to name the guest.
Okay.
But we do we do the on water and then we do the interview stuff.
Mm-hmm. Where you sit by the tree with your legs crossed and
it's
looking all
nice
stoic.
backdrop and blah,
you know the deal.
So we are getting ready to we're getting ready to interview that angler that was on that show, and he had he's been on camera a lot and won big tournaments, and he had an allergic reaction to the camera and got anxiety.
Oh no!
And could not put complete sentences together, and we never got the interview done. there was this is no joke. There was a fountain running. So if you do see that show and you see a fountain running behind somebody, it's that angler.
A little.
He finally broke mentally and said, is there any way you can get the people to turn that fountain off? It's a giant fountain. It's a giant fountain. I said, what the hell are you talking
freaking
about?
Buckingham.
Can you turn the fountain off? That was a very bizarre shoot, but that was a very bizarre situation on the water. Let me think about that for a second. On the water, this is interesting, but it's always been Aaron on the water. It is the most bizarre stuff I've ever seen. Like back when we used to do, and you know what, that's what makes Aaron so damn special I used to, if you're leading a tournament, I'd get in and we do, back before Bassmaster Live, Overstreet knew this, we would do these damn bass cams. You take these bass cams and put them right in the air. So we would get in people's boats, and what's funny is Aaron would be leading an event and just sit down and start talking with me. Not for a minute. Shit, we could be there for 30 to 40 minutes.
It's
just
amazing,
talking.
Amazing.
Where I'm like, you gonna get back to action here? Oh yeah. Like it's almost like, and I'll tell you, he still is one of the most amazing people. And I take a lot of shows with Aaron. And I look back on those shows and those tournaments that I covered Aaron, and he's the best. He is
one of the purest anglers, one of the purest anglers ever, Z.
Yeah, and I agree with that. One of the things that makes pure or natural or whatever is you go do what you want to do. Okay. Greg Hackney's that. Greg Hackney's look, man, I'm gonna go do what I'm gonna push my chips in the way I play the game. But what's been if I look back on those shows and I look back on those tournaments covering Aaron, they're special. They're special because Aaron has a very, and I envy this. I envy this to the highest extent. Aaron, I mean, he has stayed at the house with his family, with his kids, and having Aaron at the house is like having a 46-year-old child. He looks at fishing that way. He looks at life that way with very kid glasses, child glasses.
I love it, and I relate.
Dude, that to me, I right now that puts a smile on my face. I look up to that trait. My problem is I go back to like 14 to 17-year-old, not to less.
So here's something that might make you feel good too, and kind of clarify too, or affirm what you're saying is, when I was texting with Aaron today, and he's like, "Yeah, dude," he's like, "I'm gonna get back to running soon." I'm like, "Awesome, that's awesome news," And I said, "Well, I'm glad to hear you're feeling better." And then the text that he sent me back, and I don't think he would mind me sharing, he just said, "That's the problem. I never felt bad." He said, "I never felt bad."
Yeah.
So I mean, and that scared him. He said that's what's scary. So
yeah, and I will tell you, and here's the thing, what Aaron's going through right now, and I'm sure Aaron's scared, and we all, Leslie, the whole family. Aaron's a tough SOB, man. Aaron's one of the most interesting people I know, but he is also one of the strongest people I know physically.
Absolutely.
And he has a very, very strong family support group, and that will get him through this. That will get him through this. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. And I bringing it back to that childlike quality. I think that is very good for healing as well.
Absolutely.
That's very good for. Hey, I know you have things going on, and I am going to ask you right now, how much time do we have?
Let's keep going. Let's rack the tape. Keep it going.
Okay.
Keep it going.
Because I'm I can.
Listen, I will play your reindeer games till the end, Patrick.
Okay. Okay. We got it, man. So, do you ever think there will be peace among professional bass fishing leagues?
No.
No.
Yes. Here's the thing. Yes and no.
Okay.
Yes and no. It's a two-sided answer. Look, whenever you're in competition, you're in competition. That's the way it is. Okay. And good comes from competition, and some, obviously we know, some bad comes from competition. From yes, I believe the anglers will find the right home for themselves. A lot of them already have.
Yeah. Yes and no.
Right. And in both, here's the thing, because if you really go back to the original FLW days and bass days, the same kind of stuff went on. And I do think what's gone on in our country probably has opened your eyes a little bit more to, man, let's just go fishing and do what we do and be who we are, and let the chips fall how they will. And the other thing is, Pat, I think also, I hope that that this makes a lot of us make little bullshit problems big, and I think this opens your eyes to, what, things ain't that bad.
Exactly, and that's I always look for answers from guests, whether I get them or not. I already have a creatively visualized answer in my head, if that makes any sense. I'm sure you do the same thing when you're interviewing anglers on Bass Live.
Sure.
Same deal. And that's kind of where I'm at with it right now, is that all this BS doesn't matter because of what's going on in the world.
Does not matter.
And the
Does not
fact
matter.
that you're a milfer or you're a basser or you're a FLW or it doesn't make a difference.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
We have to maintain what drives our passion. If
Yes.
that's the most important thing right now, to maintain our resource. Not only
Absolutely.
not
to
only
maintain our resource, and also to, there from products to retail, there's going to be a lot of, when the smoke clears from this, from an actual industry standpoint, there's a lot of work that's going to have to be done. A lot of work to get back to where we were at, and that's from a corner bait store to the highest end products in the industry.
Absolutely.
It's going to be all of our jobs to help get that back.
100%. And I think it'll all come back. It will all come
I
back.
totally believe it. Here's why I totally believe that is the drive for people to want to fish right now is at a level I have never seen.
It's crazy.
In my entire life since I've been on Earth. Ever. The drive to be on the water, which tells you that that's people's escape. And when we're able to get out on the water, it's going to go. It's going to work.
Yeah.
Which, I'm excited for that to start.
We have to.
Yeah.
I want to talk to you about something, and I want to say this respectfully, and I hope that you take this respectfully. I'm just gonna flat out say it, and I hope you know that I say this with love. Now, and I know you have your reasons, but sometimes, let's just say it. I don't necessarily agree with boxing fish when I'm not in a tournament, and I know why you do it. And I know why a lot of professional anglers do it. I know why guides do it, like Pete Glusek, the dean, used to do that. You promote via that. It helps promote. If you got a picture of you and your guests and you got 4 big choo-choo snoogan, slubber-degullion, fatty magoos in your hand, it's going to be an excellent job of promoting
the show.
Now, the problem that I see is that there's a zillion people running around all day with fish in their live well to get the money shot at the end, okay? And it kind of bothers me sometimes. I don't think it's 100% necessary. I've done it. Believe me, I've been there, dude. I got awesome pictures of me with big fish.
Right.
But I'm kind of weird about it right now, and I just want you to make me feel comfortable about it.
Also, I look at that in a couple different ways. And you're right. Whenever you get a good, when you get a good money shot, it does help promote whatever show that we're doing. A lot of the lakes that I fish, and I live by this, it's just probably because I grew up this way. I don't like releasing them where I'm catching them.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay.
And I'll let them go there after I'm done with my outing. But I do believe that you can break a school up really quick.
Easy. 100% agree.
I believe that.
I've thrown him. I don't want to say it, but I've thrown him 20 foot in the other direction.
I've seen people do that. And that, and I could sit here and, somebody can get on and go, oh, that's BS zone and blah, blah, blah. And I get that. Maybe they're right. Maybe they're wrong. Maybe I'm right. Maybe I'm wrong. That's another reason. But the other side of that is that person, whoever puts one in a live well, in all honesty, they have the right to take them home and clean them.
100%. 100%.
As long as that fish is taken care of, as long as that fish is taken care of with care and let go with care, I have zero problem with that. Zero problem with that.
Gotcha. And I get you there too. And I understand both sides, and hopefully you understand my side as well.
And here's what I would say to that is, you be you, you be you. You know, and the other side is there are certain things that I don't like, but if it's legal and it's, you know, in the best care of the fish, I'm okay with that.
I get it. Now here's where I'm going to sound very hypocritical.
Mhm.
Okay? Because I'm just being honest.
Yes.
I'm like okay with guys like you doing it. Okay? I am. But the problem I have with it is the bozos that do it, okay? That's the problem, that these assholes that just want a damn picture when they can get it per individual fish, and they're also GoProing it, and they're also doing this, and they're also, like, that's my problem.
You know, dead serious. Like when I'm with the boys or I'm alone, 99% of the time, that's how we do it. We catch one, hey, here's a fish, blah, blah, blah. And we don't, excuse me, we don't box very many of them. Excuse me. But at the same time, like I said, if people take care of their catch, you know, I don't want people to fillet them or take them out of a lake and stuff like that.
That's not what I'm saying.
It is how I really look at that is, if you take care of them, I'm 100% fine.
Gotcha.
I really am.
Respect.
I really am.
Respect that. But just
I'm not saying, you know, don't put 10 in there and carry 10 around. Just, you know, get a couple for a picture and let them go.
Here's what I'm going to say, and I hope this conveys. Idiots, you know who you are across the nation. Don't be dum-dums. Don't be idiots. Mark Zona is Mark Zona.
I would say that in many, many other ways too. Me included.
What's the funniest word you know? One of the funniest words I know is spatula. Think about spatula's funny.
I would say loquacious or panache. But I'll tell you,
Panache!
one of my favorite words on earth is marshmallow. I'm not kidding.
Marshmallow is a fun word.
It is a fun word. That is a fun word.
What's Karen's favorite word? Funny word to say.
Yeah. You know what she says? You know how I say,
yeah.
Hey, okay, I'm not gonna lie or BS like that.
Yeah.
She says at the beginning of almost every sentence, this is no joke. You want to know what? You want to know what?
Yeah, I do.
I do. You want to know what?
Are you and Karen both Soundgarden fans?
I am. She is more of a Chris Cornell acoustic.
Oh my God, the Billie Jean acoustic, Karen.
Yes.
Come on, that's the shiznit right there.
Yes. I am really big older Soundgarden, Rusty Cage, that kind of shit. She's a little bit more of that mellow acoustic. This is before he passed. That's beyond that. We were going to his concert in Grand Rapids.
Really?
Yes.
Man.
Yes, but anyway, she loves Chris Cornell. But I'll be honest, I've been on a lot different kicks lately. Like, this is gonna be weird. I'm gonna confess something to you.
Okay.
I am a huge Duran Duran fan.
Of course.
But this one might throw you for a loop. John Cicada.
Really? Wow, you're very eclectic.
I know. And then the other is that I've been listening to recently. I don't know why. I've been listening to Moby. A lot of his not many of his songs with words, but he has some very, very, very amazingly,
synth
I'm not saying
stuff.
this jokingly, amazingly spiritual music that is like some of the most moving to the point you want to cry with joy.
You sent me some. You actually did, and I'm being completely serious. That music evokes emotion.
Absolutely.
It really does. Moby's instrumentals. It's
yes.
You're getting very eclectic in your old age, Mr. Zona.
Yeah, it's odd.
But you're still hungry like the wolf.
You know what's weird? I've tried so hard to fit in with some of my, and I'm not, and I don't conform, but I have tried so hard to like country western music, to be like with Overstreet and Bowman, man. You know, let's put in, let's put in some Brad that, Blake Shelton. I can't do it, bro. I can't do it.
Hey, when you got to hang out, did you hang out with Billy Ray Cyrus when you were a movie star? Like, did you hang out with him?
Oh, you're a treat tonight.
Thanks.
You are a treat.
Thanks.
Yes, you are. It was. He was actually. He's an odd human being. He's a strange.
Is it true that like him and Tommy Sanders were doing like giant rails backstage together? Is that...
Top 10 line of the world. Right there.
Tell me about like what did you like? Was that weird, dude? Like that whole movie? Like what was going on? You're like, okay, we're in a movie.
Right. I'll give you a true story that did happen. Number one, I did not want to do it. It was mandated from somebody that used to work at ESPN, and I was down there shooting a Zona show, and they said you've got to go to this major film production. Okay, okay, all right. So I go to it, and I of all things, I had the flu, and I wasn't probably in the best of spirits, and I had at the time my producer was with me, who's Randy White, who's now the producer of Major League Fishing, and they wanted to. Anyway. Here's the thing: we were taping a Zona show, and we had to take a time out to go do this stupid ass movie. So we go to it, and there was this producer that you would have thought by watching his reaction when they would get a take cut. And if you've seen Bait Shop, it's not the most profound film of all time.
Very realistic.
Like Billy Ray Cyrus or Bill Engvall or whoever it was.
Jacob Wheeler. That was a little Jacob Wheeler in that movie.
Correct.
Not a lot of people know that.
They would stick the landing on a scene, and he would, he's like that he would take his glasses off, and I'd stare at him. I'm like, is there a camera on that producer where he's doing this? Like, are they doing like a spoof on themselves? So anyway, long story short, so they had me do a scene of something that's not my role at Bass. And I pulled him aside, and I said, hey man, I said, just so you know, that's really not who I am or what I do at Bass. and this is exactly what he did. You ready?
Yeah.
Takes his glasses off. He goes, wow. All right. Well, that's good to know if I needed to know that.
Wow.
Dude, I was done.
South Side, bro.
I was done. I jumped in the car. I said, I'm done with this shit. So we leave, and I'll never forget this. We leave.
Who's we?
We go to
Who's we?
We go to B-Dubs, and we were hammering a Bloody Mary, and this lady calls me, and she said, hi, I'm looking for Mr. Zona. And I said, this is Sam. And she said, well, we need you at the set immediately. And I said, man, we're like 2 hours away. I said, I'm done. So somehow, it finishes, right? Well, I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm done with this. And it's like 3 months later, Pat, my phone rings, and it's that girl again. She said, is this Mr. Zona? I said, yeah. She said, hey, I need you to go to a studio and read these 3 sentences. I said, no, I'm not doing it. She said, well, we'll pay you $750 a sentence. I said, I'm on my way. I said, hell yes, I am. That is a true story.
And is that all you made from the movie, or was there more on the cap?
No, I'll tell you what was amazing was they made me sign what's called an Actors Guild, right? because I can perform.
Yeah, no doubt.
And so I signed this Actors
Saw your
Guild.
video from high school.
Right, sure. My point exactly. So I signed this Actors Guild, and the movie aired on DVD or whatever it is. So like for Pat, I would say 2 years, about every 4 months, I get a check for $600 or $700.
There it is. You're like, Karen, we're going to Arby's. Let's go.
Absolutely. I said, that is the best movie that's ever been produced. like Raiders of the Lost Ark level kind of deal.
I mean, here's the bottom line. Let's go back to 10-year-old Mark Zona getting in the car, going to Michigan for the weekend, and now jump to Mark Zona, who's a freaking movie star in a pseudo fishing movie. Okay,
I know.
Pretty freaking crazy, dude.
It was a really bad Happy Gilmore, is what that movie was.
No, it's like more like a bad Grandma's Boy. Did you ever see Grandma's Boy?
Here's what it made Evil Dead like a 5-time Academy Award winner kind of shit.
So
you know what I mean?
Did you have you ever had like a family sit down where you like make your family watch that?
Oh no, that's not allowed in this house. But I'm gonna tell you what's weird. What's weird about it is, Pat, like I'll do like a seminar and somebody will come up and they're like, dude, I like D. Wayne, right? Alabama. Sorry. Man, I love the hell out of that bait shop movie. My wife and I'll sit down and I'm gonna tell you, we'll knock down a bucket of butter popcorn, and I love the hell out of that movie.
Get her did.
That is no joke.
Hey,
that is no joke.
Hey, at whatever floats your boat.
I guess.
I mean, you're like DiCaprio to that guy. You're freaking DiCaprio. You got an island with a babe of every hair color to that guy.
This is not a joke. Mike Golick, total horrible name drop I just did right there.
Okay.
Golick and Wingo, Mike and Mike.
Yep.
Golick.
I'm with you.
We text each other a lot. It was like 3:18 a.m. 2 years ago, which tells me that's what time that movie was on. I get a text at 3:18 a.m. Bait shop. ... We all make bad career moves. True story. True story.
Hey, I don't care. You were getting $700 checks. You put minimum effort, and Tommy Sanders got to do rails with Billy Ray Cyrus.
I would do Bait Shop Part 2 in a heartbeat right now, especially if I could get in a boat with a motor on it.
Did you hear that when we had Denny Brower? Yeah, listen, I got that. Sorry, but
see what I did?
Yeah, I saw how you did that. Did you know when we had Denny Brower on here that he told us about hanging out in the alley, drinking and flipping jigs with Ozzy?
I did hear. I watched that. I did hear that.
Like that blew my mind.
That right there that's like Tom Brady level stuff. That's Tom Brady level stuff.
And it's like, it's the warden, Denny Brower, who takes no shit from nobody. And then the Prince of Darkness, flipping jigs in the alley, drinking whiskey.
Yes. Now, while we're on that, like coolness of that, like, but I said I used Tom Brady as an example. I don't even know why I did. I had an allergic reaction to two people in my lifetime when I saw them. One of them at O'Hare, I saw Mike Ditka, walked right by him, and I ran. I freaked out. I had an allergic reaction. I mean, right?
Yeah.
Mike Ditka, man.
It's like seeing Jesus.
I lost it. I crumbled. And I told myself I'd never crumble again in that situation. Fast forward a couple years. So this was like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, we were covering an event at Lake St. Clair. And there was a preseason game, the Detroit Lions against the New England Patriots. And I got a sideline passes to be on the field before the game started, right?
Yep.
The Patriots ran onto the field, and Tom runs 2 feet from me, and I start screaming at the top of my lungs, Tom, we're here, Tom. He looked at me, I mean, hyena screaming Tom, and he went right by like this and just shook his head like that.
You're that guy.
I'm that guy. And then at the time, the punter was Zoltan Mesko.
Yes.
Okay. I was so shunned by Tom and belittled belittled by Tom. Zoltan runs out. I'm like, Zoltan! And he looks at me, he's like, yeah, man.
That
You could tell nobody had screamed Zoltan in a while.
That was your opportunity.
But I will tell you, when Tom ran by, there was harps. There was harps. Just he was a I had an allergic reaction to myself. A total allergic reaction. Look, man, I met Ian Astbury, the lead singer of The Cult.
Heck yeah, dude.
I did not crumble like I crumbled with Tom Brady.
Well, I got to know about this. I love The Cult.
Oh, I saw him in concert like 30-something times.
Really?
Yeah.
So how'd you meet Ian?
Huh?
How did you meet Ian? What's that story?
Backstage, Aragon Ballroom, RV, Jack.
Yeah, bro, I know the Aragon. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, and Ian Astbury, as you know, is like a giant Jim Morrison freak, and I'm a Morrison freak.
Giant.
Like he channels the Lizard King, man. I mean, dude, awesome. So tell me like how meeting that guy was. What was that? I mean, that's better than your Vince Neil story.
Kind of more. It was more majestic.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like I felt like at any time, like just kind of like smoke was gonna billow out of his leather trench coat he was wearing. Yeah. But I'll be the entire crew from The Cult they were fantastic. Now the other side, Dangerous Toys, right?
Yeah.
Dangerous Toys opened up for them, and I met them. They weren't. You would have thought that they were The Cult. You know what I mean?
That's how they were acting.
Like The Cult knew they were The Cult. Yeah.
Z, I think that this is the completely apropos time to wrap this up and give you a choice on the wrap up. All right.
Yeah.
So we can do one of two things. We can surprise the world with one of our original compositions, or we can play Complete the Lyric. It's your choice. You're gonna have to sing with the bottom of your heart either way.
I think we do an original.
I like it. Okay.
Yeah.
Bear
I'm going to let you kick it off.
Let me get my fiddle. Hold on.
Yeah.
All right, Z. So let's do a little test here and tell me.
Yeah.
I've never done this on this Zoom machine. So you tell me, can you hear this?
Oh, I can.
Okay. Now let's do a little. Let's do like a Cornell.
Hey, real quick, I'm going to announce right now the TH Marine. TH Marine winner
is
JT Russell.
JT Russell. Wow.
And I would like to dedicate this song to the TH Marine winner, JT Russell.
Look how you did that.
That's how I do
You're one
it.
of them professionals, Mark Zona. So let's do this. Let's do this in the likes of Chris Cornell or Seal even. You just pipe it, and I'll start us, and you find the melody. You ready?
Yeah. And I was driving through the meadow, and I said, one day, Canalora, a kiki, Canalora, a kiki con,
yaka yiki yiki yow wow, yika yiki yiki yow.
As then I approached this meadow, I saw a fire.
Fire!
A fire in his eyes.
The fire in the eyes was bright. Fire in the eyes.
Candolora.
A clicky licky eye. A flicky acco.
In the meadow.
A meadow. The
meadow in his eye.
My eyes.
Wow.
Holy
wow.
cow. I sweated a little too.
Whoa. I needed that.
Yes, we did it, Z.
And I was driving in the meadow. So I want to sing that the rest of the week.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only, Michigan's very own, our crusader, my inspiration, his passion has inspired us all. The legend we know as the Big Ragu Malachi Crunch, Mark Zona. Thank you, Mark Zona.
Pat,
Thank you.
I mean this to you and all of your staff right there. Some of your staff that comes over to this lake right here every now and then and likes me to throw them a waypoint or two.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Oh, popcorn. There's popcorn. Yeah, that's him.
Hey, Zona. Yeah, speaking of that, I wanted to formally thank you for giving me that, throwing me that bone. And I didn't
that
catch
was
them
not
all.
a
I only
BS
put like
bone either.
No?
3 in the live well.
That was not a BS bone.
No. God, that was good. It was very good.
The Italian leprechauns were like, why the hell did you give that dude?
Yeah, they're like, where the leprechauns fly. Where the leprechauns fly.
And the leprechauns cry on a mountain high.
Lie.
And it come from the meadow in my soul, where the leprechauns cry. She's looking at me. She's looking at me in the middle.
No, Karen knows that was amazing. She knows it was amazing, Z.
Whoa!
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Whoa!
Bass fishing rules, proper bassing. We're going to do this forever, Mark Zona. This is our passion.
I love you. I love you guys. I will see you again soon when the smoke clears from this.
Peace. Smokestack lightning. Smoke on the horizon.
Love it.
Later.
In the meadow in my eyes, and the meadow in the sky.
And there he goes. Into the meadows. Hey, put the power poles down. Don't go anywhere. We're coming right back with the additional winner in tonight's show and some crazy shenanigans you might not be aware of. Put the power poles down. I'm going to sit right here in my crest liner until you get back. In the meadows, sha-la-la-la Shangri-La, sha-la-la-la Shangri-La, sha-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la. Ooh. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I've just been given a text here, and we do need to wrap up the show. I apologize. So, with that being said, let us put the power poles down till next week.
Do the giveaway, Pat.
Nope. Power pulls up. They were already down.
Oh, yeah, they
Power
were
pulls
down.
up.
I just got thrown with that text. I'm very sorry.
All right, bro. Me too.
Yeah,
Just do the giveaway.
I too. I apologize, sir. My deepest. The giveaway for the tightrope jigs goes to who? Who is that?
JT Russell.
Didn't JT Russell win TH?
Yeah, he won TH.
Or TH. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, that's JT Russell.
JP's connecting right now.
I wasn't here for that. Sorry.
Oh no, that's okay. Yeah, JP's connecting for the tightrope giveaway.
Okay, sorry.
There's Andy.
JP, are you there?
He's not.
Andy, have you flipped that map behind you yet?
There he
Oh,
is.
there's JP.
There is JP High, the hip hop fisherman. What's going on, JP? Who is
I'm
the
here.
winner?
I'm here. Do we have two winners?
We did. We have JT Kenny. JT Kenny won, but he's already sponsored by TH Marine.
All right, you guys. I gotta check the winners here.
It's not
Give
JT.
me 1 minute. Give me
Oh,
one.
you just need one. We just need one winner, JP. We already got the TH Marine one. We need the tightrope one.
Down out on the road. I've been down before. Gotta go out and make my way. Thought I'd do a little Steve Miller in my big old jet crest liner.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Ryan? How many of the what was the tally on the
Man,
A
he
zillion.
really pulled back on it.
I know he
But there was a
Just
good
a quick
like 4 or
tip.
5, and then we got it going in the chat too.
Everybody drink.
So how many? So look at you, Danny. You apparently
I don't know.
took advantage.
That's how many.
So-
All right. If you jabronis would shut the fuck up.
Whoa, dude.
Whoa.
Enough of that.
Wow.
I think JP was playing his own drinking game.
Yeah, apparently,
Oh.
apparently so. Wow, awesome way to go, JP.
You look good too.
Who's the winner?
Dude.
I think we lost JP.
Like,
Yeah, I think we lost him.
There was Andy. I saw Andy for a moment.
somebody give something away.
I think
over it, like-
we had a winner.
Yeah.
There you are, JP. Who is the winner?
All right. For the TH, we got the TH winner.
No,
Dude.
we already did that. We already
The
did TH.
Tightrope.
Tightrope winner.
I gotta go. So
The tightrope winner. The tightrope winner
You guys are
is
amazing.
Jason Musteller.
Jason Musteller has won.
Jason Musteller.
Has won the tightrope jig pack. Congratulations, Jason. You are amazing. Thank you for playing. Thank you for everyone who tuned in tonight. We appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Of course, to Mark Zona, the entire Zona family, to the Bass Nation, to all of the sponsors that make this show possible. Thank you so much. We'll see you next Wednesday. We have the NPFL, National Professional Fishing League, along with a guest you just might not even believe. See you next week. I'm Pat Renwick. Thank you, everyone. Peace.
Sorry for cursing.
Have a good night, Bass Galaxy. See you later.